It is another absolutely beautiful day on the farm. It is January 1st as of recording this. Happy New Year. My name is Nathan, and we got more fresh snow last night. It is absolutely gorgeous out. It's 21 degrees currently, and it is going to start snowing here soon. Today, I am going to do more work that gets us one step closer to this farm sustaining itself. It is 21 and a half acres located in Michigan. My wife, son, and I bought it from my parents roughly 1.5 years ago. It used to be an operational blueberry farm. That ceased about 10 years ago. I'm the fourth generation to own it and hope to have my son be the fifth. So today, in the last vlog, I started cutting up the birch trees that are hanging over the lane. They're rotten, they're hit by bugs, and they need to go. I didn't quite get all of them done. I got some burning done. With the ones that I cut down. I'm looking at the fire pit right now, sorry. There's little remnants left. But I got a couple of them cut up and done, and then ran out of time. I think what I'm going to do, like I said, is get started on those today, and then I just have a flood of other things crossing my mind because it's a new year, and I have so many different things I want to accomplish this year. And thank you to all of you who have joined so far along the way. And if you haven't done so by now, hit that subscribe button below so you can continue to follow along on the journey and never miss a beat with us. Okay. It's going to be a great year, guys and gals. It's going to be a great year. Can we start that great year by getting the barn door open? Yes! Yes. Success. Success. Numero uno of 2026. Even that one. And we got the Kubota. We got the key. Oh. Glow plugs. Whoop. It is cold. I don't have gloves on yet, but I'm going to lose my hands if I don't hurry up here. The positive, though, there's no wind. So apart from doing the birch trees, excuse me, I almost feel like doing some wood cleaning because I'll be able to do some burning for sure. Ooh, cold, cold, cold. And do we have the steel? Should probably just gas up the chainsaw, tighten her up right now while we're at it, and get my gloves on before I lose my hands. Love hearing the Kubota warmed up. You know that progress is coming, right? Man, just so blessed, so thankful. It's just gonna be a great year. So pumped. And it doesn't look like I need to quite tighten the chain yet. These gloves, manager got them for me. Love them. Super warm. Just a little girthy for this kind of fine motor skill work here. So I need to find a healthy in between that can still keep my hand warm, protected, dry, which these do a phenomenal job at. But be able to grab some of that smaller stuff. Just cutting wood and that kind of stuff. Grabbing wood, stacking wood, whatever. They work perfect. Whoop. Still have not gotten more winter blend bar oil. I've only found that at the place I get the chainsaw blades sharpened from. Just a little further away than what I would like to get to. This is actually what I was using. Kinetics, if you're watching, send over the case. No, but all joking aside, it worked really well. It's just a little further away. Should see if I can order it online. I'd much rather support the local business than going to Tractor Supply. Not that there's anything wrong with Tractor Supply, but this is like a mom and pop equipment shop. And we're not careful, we're going to lose all of those due to convenience. Oh, Yeah, see this stuff, when it gets so cold out like this, I question if it's actually working as it is intended, right? It almost behaves like it separated. And that's how I got tricked last time. It looked like it was in, but it wasn't. And yeah, but you're not actually in. Got to figure out why this continues to happen. Get it right here. It should want to rotate, but it doesn't. Okay, that time we actually did. See if we can get that started. Shouldn't have a problem. Just ran it the other day. Cold or not, this thing is fired up beautifully, unless I let it sit just like it is right now for too long on its side. And then it seems to flood, and it takes about a day before I can get it to start again. It's about how many pulls with a choke it takes. I'm going to leave the choke on for one more. Then flip it up to normal. Okay, let's get this set out here. And got a drift here. This is going to continue to get bigger. So when I pull the Kubota out, I'm actually going to drag and then push the pile over. So let's get that set up. Okay, hang on. Should just do a little scrape and drag with a bucket. Nothing too crazy. Make sure I don't have anything in the bucket. Nada, clear. That chill is really starting to hit me. Got my Under Armour cold weather leggings on, but not my top. I'm going to need to find that if I'm going to go for a run today. A little too much. Still learning to fine-tune the bucket here, guys. Oop, don't want to drag dirt. Am I dragging dirt? I was dragging dirt. I got it. Not that far. Good enough. Back a little bit more. Just a little bit down. Not really trying to get perfection here, just trying to get it pushed away. Let's see if that will do it. Might tilt it just a little bit more. The biggest thing is I don't want to hit the ground. Okay, let's try that. Perfection. us, continue to allow us to get in and out of the barn. I believe I'm going to have enough diesel for what I have planned today. About half a tank should be fine. Got that. Don't think I'm going to need the trailer for right now, so let's hold on the trailer. All right, so I'm going to give this mount another try. When I have the RPMs higher, it's not picking up on the vibration as much, so should be able to get a little more creative now with the driving shots and action cam shots. Get my stuff out here. Let's get out there. Oh yeah. Just thinking about all the amazing things we're going to do this spring, and I can't wait. Better look and see. Just, yeah, it doesn't seem too choppy. I will find out ultimately when I upload and edit. And the tractor's a little bumpy, a little rough, right? This is real. This is what it's really like. It looks like this is as far as my dad drove out today. So we're going into fresh powder. Bad boy down. Brought the measuring stick just in case. I feel like this first one may have some good wood for them. They want the wood, they can come and get it. When we do this tree, first one comes up here. Good clean up. Tracks, boys. Dog. Lots of dog tracks. My dog, I mean coyote. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to have to go find my... That's really out. Really odd. About the same length though as yours, so for whatever reason maybe the snow didn't actually right there like it did elsewhere. Two-wheel too. Heck yeah. Deer tracks. Deer dog, man, that's a good dog. Yeah, better at identifying that. We'll move closer when we get to that point. Alright, how'd that work? Actually, I might just leave it for this shot, alright? Let's get right out there. Right there. First tree down to 2026, here we go. And you can see just how rotten it was at the top. Get the other camera set up so you can get a better shot of that. But yes, first tree down. 2025. Yeah, look at here. Yeah. I say look at, but it'll be easier to get up close to the other camera and give a looky through here. Alright, way easier to show. Get down here. Sorry. Come on, camera. Cooperate. Yeah, look at that. I mean, and if you go up in there, it's just hollow. It's good wood. Beautiful tree. But just not meant to be, right? Nature selected her to come down. Just providing good food to the birds, I guess, and had a good run. I'm curious to see how old this thing is. Have to count the rings. But this is the kind of stuff I do now. I can get it cleaned up. Here, this is not. There we go. Get it cleaned up and taken care of, and not have to worry about it, because another couple of windy storms and this is just going to fall right in the lane, and it'll be something that I'll have to take care of. I should be doing things that are probably much closer to generating revenue for us. Let's see how heavy this is. Not even silly to think that. Oh, he missed. That I was going to be able to pick it up with that branch. Yeah, not bad at all. The brain was telling me it was going to be much heavier than just that. Bring this to the unit. I will burn it. Still undecided if I'm going to have a fire today or not. Oh, it feels good. We're doing some work out here. Ew. Ew. Two close calls. Two close calls. Dum dum. Oh, see, lots of weight and life left right there, but not as go up. Dang it. Sorry, birch tree. I did want to keep you. I wanted to keep the young sapling. I'll pick up the stuff. That's not splitting size. And circles can come grab that. I'll be nice and drop this off. Now, this is where I think with the other ones down there, it might behoove me with the trailer. I don't know. Let's take care of this one first before we make any other decisions. As far as the ones by the ditch, here, let's take a look together. I'm not sure. That's right. So, I recognize the harsh breathing. Okay, guys? I recognized it. It's one of my New Year's resolutions I'm going to share with you guys. I want to run a 5K a day, or 365 total 5Ks in 2026. Give myself 15 freebies, and they're not exactly freebies. By freebie, I mean, if I'm sick or something happens, I can skip that day. I just have to add it to another day and get 15 of those a year. So I need to start out strong, get my 5K in tonight, and get this in my lungs back in shape, because the heavy breathing, I'm better than this. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. I got 3 right here. 2, 3. Completely missing the tops. There's a bunch of other junk in the woods there. And then we'll walk down to the other area. Okay, crows. Okay, just make sure I have that on. Lots of crows. So right about here is the furthest I go for right now. Still, like I talked about, get the flashbacks of the other property. Crows are going ham on the neighbors. It looks like they have a webcam out here with a bunch of quartered deer carcasses, recording what's eating it. I think the crows are just hitting it. I see some more foot tracks though. Looks like. That's definitely a dog. You can see the paw prints. Okay. Anyway, for right here, I got these. Now that one has buds on it. Might leave it. They're hanging pretty hard. I'm gonna leave it. They're hanging pretty hard, but I see branches with buds on it. So what I'll do next year, or spring, summer, is I got to go through, and I forgot to do this year, even though I kept telling myself I wouldn't forget, is go through with the spray paint and mark all the trees that are dead. I can tell when they're dead in the spring and summer because they don't have leaves on them. There's some stuff here, though, that could stand to clean up. I might just chip away at this little ditch or windbreak today. Kind of needs to be done. It's been neglected. Tow the trailer out here, fill up the trailer, drop it off. Well, first goal, like I said, let's get these 3 birch that I'm walking right past again. Oh yeah, there's a big ass dead tree hung up. And more trees that's eventually going to come down. Yeah, let's clean up this. Let's get this today. I like it. We'll use the trailer. Let's do a big loop and get back out here. So for now, let's get this stuff dropped off. Ha, caw, 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 caw. Caw, caw, caw. Caw goes caw the crow. Yeah, we're gonna need this. So I'm gonna maybe do this. Can it stay on without falling off? We'll give her a whack attack right there. Woo! Coffee. I'll be right back. This is the shake I'm talking about that is just terrible until I get the RPMs up. Let's go get the trailer and let's get to work. Pipe it hot, puppy. Ode to Adam the Woo there. One of my more favorite daily vloggers. Haven't watched him too much this year, but definitely watched him for a while. And sadly, Adam the Woo passed away. Sounds like he was peacefully in his sleep. Can't ask for much more than that. Quickly and easy. Let's go. Whoop. Kind of like that ability. Raise this up. Perfect than that. Clip out the way. Oh no. I think it's on there. Drive forward just a touch to see. Huh. Just didn't feel like it engaged. I have a feeling this thing's gonna fall off. This does not feel truly on there, but man, I just don't want to blindly trust. Let's see if I can. Screw it. We'll find out if it isn't, right? And might as well leave it pointed back there. Find out. We're going to do a loop through the field. Start picking stuff up. Lesser of two evils. Try this row. Should probably make sure the camera's still it is. The other camera. Finished Stranger Things this morning. That was a good ending. They could have screwed it up. Can't imagine the immense amount of pressure. Man, I think they did a phenomenal job. I'm slower than I need to right now, but I am in two-wheel and B, just looking at all the different tracks around here. How I'm going to turn this into something amazing. Oh, it's scary, guys. The amount of leverage that we've had to use for this place is generated probably being overly generous, overly generous. $1,500 in revenue. The winter property taxes alone exceed that $1,500 in revenue. The driveway that we had to put in to even be able to attempt this revenue, that was $4,000 alone, which is cheaper than what our summer taxes were. So you get where I'm going. I think just for taxes, let's just call it 6. And we need to generate roughly $2,000,000 in revenue a year just to have the farm be sustaining itself, right? That's the word, the phrase you keep saying, self-sustaining. $20,000. That's me not taking a penny for myself and my time. $20,000, guys. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Just it's been a second since I've shared some of that kind of information with y'all. So we're at $20,000. Here is what we're going to start with first. Still leave. It's been log size for appearance. Ooh, little man is on his way out here. I'm pumped about that. He's going to give a hand. And bet that's going to fall. Want to fall right on me. Go get the chainsaw. The camera's like, hey guys, it is so cold. I'm not going to charge you. I'm not going to, or the battery pack. It's like, hey, it's so cold. I'm not going to charge the camera. Ooh. We're just missing out on the lake effect. It's kind of snowing, but you can tell it's getting hammered over the lake. Hammered. that it's hung up on. It's kind of pushes it down in the way. Little baby pine. I don't think it'll hit the camera. Love. Say right where we wanted it to go, right? Clean up this little bit here. Ooh, my foot is getting freezing. That'd be nice. Burn that one for him. Trying to think of what I want to do here. Let's go walk over here. Take a look. I mean, there's definitely stuff in there I could haul out. Dead trees. There's another birch tree. See, I'm talking like branches hanging like that. What do we got here? Yeah, really kind of already cleaned all the way up here, to be completely frank. Yeah, look at that. Nothing too major. Nothing too major. Nice little game break right there. Clear. They walk through that all day long. Yeah, really. And another nice little game break. Been going through their generations. There's some more birch, I guess. Oh yeah, but not anything too crazy. Huh. Well, hex. Now I'm second guessing myself on the trailer. See some poopy sassafras right here, or an oak or pin oak. I'm not sure what the hell it is, to be honest with you. The wind is picking up like crazy. That's going to make it difficult to get rid of this stuff. What do I want to do here? Man, I drove up too far with the trailer, didn't I? And now I would have to pick all this stuff up if I wanted to get back behind here. Daggone it. Yeah. You're gonna need to get that outside lane cleaned up if you're gonna get that all ground down in there. Alright, let's just start pulling shit out. The more I stand here and think of it, the more mentally I'm trying to come up with excuses or reasons to not rip that shit out right now. Grab some coffee. Oh, yeah. Hot damn. Yeah, see, that thing's all messed up. It'd be good if you had the pole saw out here also. Trimmed up some of this junk. Yeah, maybe that's not a bad idea. If I pitch this stuff out, let's cut that tree down, get it in there. Trim that stuff up. Okay. So 10 plus years of this overburden. Not, I'm talking gold rush lingo. 10 plus years of this junk that's just piled up. Never been cleaned up. Dry as a cork. Begging for a lightning strike to start it on fire. Here comes Circles. Probably get the tractor moved for him so he can pick up better be coming to get the stuff, man, and not just doing a loop, because you're not going to be able to get out. But yeah, all this junk. Maybe it's not fair for me to call it junk, but I'm sure it serves a purpose somehow. It sure makes a mess. And then I gotta pull it out and clean it. And because I don't ship it, I gotta burn it. And that takes time. Oh yeah. That is just buried in there. Kind of windy here. Snow picking up with the wind. Starting to lose my motivation, guys. Dadgummit. Starting to lose my motivation. It's not that bad. Just need to saw, really. And you need him to come help you pull it out. You got this. Keep going, man. Don't give up. Cut up a tree that's over here.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun. Get this stuff first. Yeah, all this wood. See if he backs up to grab it. Get the chainsaw out of the way. Camera, I'm really disappointed in you right now, damn it. Really disappointed in you. Really disappointed. Oi! Hey! Man, I'm so sick of this rough day filming. Actually, he can take this shit. You can come back. I don't want this shit. Gonna not allow myself to continue to be frustrated with the camera not following me today for some reason. It is what it is. Turned off the camera there. Circles had some not so good news to share, so always fun to hear the not good stuff. But it is what it is. It'll work itself out soon. Everybody has to go on their own journey, learn their own lessons, and it's not my dad either that is experiencing the bad news. So sorry, not trying to sound negative. It's not my dad. Okay. I'm wondering here, as you can see, the lake effect is finally starting to pick up. How do I get a better angle of the work I'm doing? Is this. I always go back to like, gotta do things that are gonna generate revenue for the farm, right? This stuff This isn't generating revenue whatsoever. Could save it from a forest fire, but let's get this stuff out and then pile up, see if we can get a fire going, even though it's kind of windy. We'll drive the tractor through one more time. We'll just get the bigger stuff that's laying out. Yeah, let's do that. Get this stuff up here. Pretty much got all that cut up stuff out. It's sort of funny. My mom was convinced I was using the Johnson rod. She could tell by the sound. Well, she was wrong. She can barely hear as it is. It's funny that she thought it was a Johnson rod. This stuff. This is about the dead center of this field where I'm pulling out here. This used to be a break and an opening. And I'm actually going to open this back up. Maybe that's what I do today. That. There we go. That's not a bad idea. So you got that birch right there. And then let's pole saw. Oh yeah, the pole saw idea. That. Ask my dad if I can borrow that. Use that. Wonder if I can. Oh yeah. As long as it doesn't fall on me. That birch off right there. And zip these pine branches off. But it'll be important to have, ouch, access here, I think, to what we're going to do. Gotta get this mowed down. What I'll actually do is probably pull this out a little bit further and zip this up for him. Circles is coming back from the other side for these other logs there. Oh man, this stuff is so, yeah, it's not even worth cutting. Oop. One more. Boom. Just less wood I gotta take care of and burn. Love it. They love it. Going back here. Oh yeah, you're gonna need a pole saw. There's branches all down. Snow's coming hard. So we could get 6 to 10 inches, depending on how the bands go. I believe it if it keeps up at this pace. Beautiful though, right? And man, just realized I wasn't filming. I pushed over a tree, carried a tree. No! Oh, I thought I was filming. So where I was covering though, this is the dead, about the dead center of this field behind me. Good access point. This used to be an access point. It got overgrown. So I'm gonna trim this up and open this back up for me. Because I'm gonna have to go down this right here. This is between the edge of the woods, the first row of blueberries. Because there's trees down everywhere. Especially if we're gonna use this field for what I'm thinking, which I said is pumpkins. Drowned out. Good start though, for what I can reach. Could probably do more with a ladder, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. Let's get the Kubota pulled up a little bit here. Make this easier to pull out of here, less work. And it is really starting to come down. Really starting to come down. I'm getting snow all up in my boot because I don't have long enough pants on. Letting that warm up for sure. Part of me feels like I should just drop that pine tree. It's kind of in the way. I should drop that maple sucker that's off the huge maple also. It's pretty good. Also, take the junk out of here first before putting all this pine down. Decisions. Roll backwards there. Bucket. Yeah, I like that. Here, gives a better shot of just the natural openness, right? I like that. Maybe I pull the pine down. As long as I can trim it up I can at least get a truck out here. I'll do that next. I'll go get the pole saw from my dad. Or the battery, yeah, the pole saw. I'll trim this up. Kind of make that my big progress piece for the day, right? Getting those birch down, that's still good. But this will be, gives me motivation. And it's good because we're opening up old paths, right? It's kind of a cool metaphor. First day of the year, and we're opening up new paths for our journey here with the farm. I like it. I like it. See, like, it would be good to chip that, I guess, if we had a pile, but where would you put this? Think about, okay, if you're like, oh, just make a pile out in the woods. Well, as I continue to clean the whole entire farm, think about how big that pile is going to be. It's going to be massive. So I burn. And burn. And burn. It really does open it up here, though. Man, just remembered I gotta run a 5K yet. And as this snow continues to come down, it's gonna clog up the sidewalks. Good for now. Good start. Good start. Let's get this dropped off. See how full that got real quick. Dig. The snow continues to come down. Love it. Should we burn the pine? with the snow, with the snow. What do we think of that? Try that different view. So the fire pit's right here. Put the pine, stack the pine a little bit different. Can't see what I'm talking about, can you? Here. Let's go back to the other camera. Yeah, so we'll keep the pine separate for now, just because it crackles and sounds amazing and burns bright and hot, but the little shoots go everywhere. So I'll put them on. It's not when it's quite bloody as windy as what it is right now. The stuff is going to go flying. However, if it keeps snowing to this level, it won't be that big of a deal. To be frank, I don't even know if I have enough stuff that I pulled out to really even get a good fire going. Really, it's not that good wood. I'm going to take my time here for a minute and break up a bunch of smaller stuff. See if I can get a slightly better base. Past couple fires have not been intentional about this part, and it's taken time to get it going. Man, you think this is pretty right now with the snow. Wait till the summertime. Actually, it's spring. May out here, May and June, is just ridiculously amazing. This is dead, so it should burn pretty nice. Man, it's frustrating. The negative news, my dad. Ooh, take this off, by the way. The negative news my dad shared with me. It's a family member. It isn't. Dipshit. Had a kind of dipshit that makes me somewhat believe it's possible for like a demon. Don't take that as religiously, just like think of demon to overtake somebody because of decisions being made and lack of regard for the I gotta stop because it's gonna it's bloody sad, okay? And I'm gonna leave it at that. Bloody sad. Really pop that. I think that'll be good. Let's get the torch. Oh, I think I left it hooked up. Time check. 2:45. Tons of time. Tons of time. I see the pole saw extender thing. I just need the saw and battery. Let's see if that's enough. It might be. It might be. Let's call it good. I'm going to put this away. It's going to be good. Good enough. Good enough. Get the truck started here. Actually, I don't feel like walking over there, do I? It's going to take less time to walk or drive. Do think. I'm going to want to put different pants on. It's eventually so much snow is going to get in here. It's just going to overtake my boots. If I do that, I need to do it soon. Totally good enough. That snow is blasting. Yeah, see that wind though? That makes me super apprehensive about putting the pine on right now. Always in the back of your head. Back of my head. Hope they're shooting into a good backstop. There's some dumb people out there. And there's some rednecks out here. My neighbors probably think I'm the redneck though, to be completely frank. They don't know me, but based on some of the stuff they've probably seen and heard from the family throughout the years, we're probably that family to a lot of these people out here. But they don't know us. There, you think that's going to catch? That's good. Good amount of flamage in there. Get in for a little bit closer up a look. Just taking that little bit of extra time to pile those sticks up nice. Instead of worrying about the pole saw for right now, should probably go grab more of the junk out of there. There comes the wind. And the snow. Holy crap. Yeah. Definitely not want to put that pine on there. Today. Or right now at least. Okay, I think we'll go leave this. Either come back to a nice fire or come back to it out. probably could go either way right now, based on how I have it. Do another load and see where that takes us. Ah, yeah, fire's going. Let's say if we go get the pole saw. Another load. It's funny, the weather says right now you should only expect like a trace amount of snow. That's obviously not accurate. Continues to just come down. Change out my boots. Socks are getting soaked wet. Fire, I suspect, is not going to be going when I get back. It's wet, yucky, icky. I didn't stay in baby long enough before I went to the house and got the boots and everything. Paying for it. It is what it is. Fire back up. Get the torch out. Making decent progress. Getting cold though. Getting cold. Because I don't want to scratch this thing. Well, remove the risk right now. Put it up here. Oh, God. Yeah. Put it in front of me this time so if I drop it and knock it over, I at least see it. There. It's a good call because this is a lane where we got lost last time in a row with all these trees. It's so quiet for a second there. I had to quickly turn around and make sure the trailer is still on. I regret coming up this far already. Dang it. Well, we'll get this settled for now. That's what I was out here to do. Not sure what that noise was. Man. It is just, I'm gonna say it again for like probably the 15th time. It is cold. It is brutally cold. My mom got this from my dad for Christmas last Christmas. A little cheapo Amazon special, but this thing flippin' works. Works. Works really well. It's not perfect, but I think she paid $200 for this. Yeah, for $200, I think it's pretty damn good. Pretty dang good. Whoa. Okay. It's pretty close to what I was hoping to accomplish. Oh, I got a couple over here. Nothing crazy. Oh. What kind of tree is this right here? Okay. I'll get that pulled out. Then we'll get this one too right here. Bada boom. I know I'm going to do more, but I just want to get it out and at least get a clear picture of what we're looking like. Okay, that opens it up pretty dang nice, doesn't it? Pretty dang nice. I think if that fire is out when I get back, this might be about it for me, guys, for today. I know. Supposed to go to the father-in-law's place, eat some good food. Excuse me. The hands ended up staying pretty decent as the day went on. As long as I keep them in the glove. Go figure, right? As long as they keep them in the glove, they stay pretty decent. See, we're about to have a massive pile of this stuff, though. Now, just as I say that, the wind picks up. I was trying to prepare myself, like, oh, I can burn it yet. It's not safe, Nate Dog. Even with all the heck on it. If you do a branch or two at a time, it can be safe. You're not going to be able to take a vacation day for a couple months after this, so utilize today, tomorrow, and Saturday, man. Keep going. Don't call it. Don't call it a day. Here, we're going to chop that up a little bit. Ooh, shit, it's cold. Shit, it's cold. Let's haul this one out in the meantime. Give them more than 5 seconds to warm up. It's pretty cool how much I had opened that up. It's a pretty tree, but it's still contemplating whether I'm going to take it down or not. Sure, I'm going to need the saw again, but at least get some heat in it in case I need it later. Won't be so bloody hard to start. Yeah, I'm going to have to burn this if that fire's going. This is going to be a massive pile. I'm going to lose it to the snow if I don't take care of it. Come on. As a kid, I would have liked this spot right here. Would have fantasized about having a little shelter and making a life for myself out here on my own. And this little spot right there in that crevice. Wish you could see through my eyes what I meant right there, but oh, to go back in the innocence, unlimited imagination, limiting beliefs hadn't been instilled yet, fears, anxieties, pure innocence, right? Man, do not want to see my son lose that. Do not want him to lose that. He's obsessed with time right now. I'm like, how long until blank? How long until blank? And I feel like that's one of the steps that removes your innocence. He doesn't have a great concept of time yet. But once he gets it, then life becomes, the clock is ticking, essentially. At least that's the way I look at it. Man, my hand is cold. Yeah, like this oak up here leaves such gnarly branches. I'll probably trim that up here too when I get back. But I'm gonna get this one delivered. Fire, be going. Be going. Put the chainsaw back over there. And get some heat in the Kubota. Super important. It's still warm, thankfully. Whew. We having fun yet? We're having fun. Beep. Dude. It just, my butt warms seat up just enough to melt the snow that falls on it when I get off, and then it turns to ice. But it is relentless. Losing my left hand after I just talked about how my hands are doing so good did not take long. Man, that's a wicked widowmaker right there. I don't know how I'm gonna get that off either. Trim that branch. That's a tree, actually. A weird tree. Oh, I see smoke. Don't necessarily see flamage though. See the smoke. Oh, there's some flame. Okay, I think I can work with that. We're gonna move that a little further up than normal though. Let's see if we can salvage this a little bit. Got a good bed of coals. There you go. There you go. Didn't take a lot. Didn't take a lot. Let's just throw on one of these. Actually, we'll throw on this first. Let's pile this back up. We're about to generate a lot of heat. Let's see how this does. All right, here comes the first one. Ready? Put a small one on top of it. A little smoky, but when it goes, It's like the sap ignites and it just goes nuts. There we go. But it makes a lot of debris along the way. Let's try to beat the smoke here. Okay, well, don't really want to go, do you? There's a lot of moisture in it also. There we go. There it is. Like I said, it creates a lot of trash, a lot of heat, and then that stuff just goes up. It's snowing nice and hard though right now, so should be relatively safe. Should be. Need to not get too impatient, let it catch. Can take the fire out real quick. Come on. Come on. So I got all this to burn now, right? Go figure too. This weekend we have our little staycation planned, and the wind is gonna be like just absolutely forecasted to be perfect to burn. We're not gonna be here, but we'll be doing fun stuff. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna catch. Huh. I got a little overzealous. Didn't have good enough of a base. Daggone it. It's very anticlimactic. It's almost like I need to put more on while it's going. Let's see if this works. Why isn't this kind of a massive pile of junk? It's not going to catch it. Have to burn it another day. That's the trailer though. Not an empty. There we go. feel like this could get really big. Yeah, I'll back the camera up a little bit. It's pretty large. Thankfully, there's a lot of snow on the ground. And once these leaves go, I don't think I have a good enough base to keep burning the rest of it because it's alive. We'll see. There's got to be a boatload of heat in there though, right? Let's try this. Kind of what I feared. There's just not enough in the base. And now I feel like I really can't walk away from this for a minute. Be back. Take care of something. I think I just had my glasses on there. That was dumb. Oh, that was dumb. Yeah, God. There's a little bit. Just the amount of ash and everything coming out of it. Ooh, man. This might be a fight for another day. It's got a good base down there. I'm kind of nervous about leaving it, but kind of not. This is probably really not smart also, is it? where it is burning, I believe it's mainly the original pile. I don't think it's really going to go anywhere. Probably just end up paying my dad a 6-pack. Burn this Saturday when there's not wind and there's still a ton of snow on the ground. Let them use a torch. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go finish up cutting up that other stuff and probably call it a day unless this like miraculously catches while I'm gone. Which I still keep going wavering back and forth on whether I should leave. It's barely going down there. It's an incredible amount of moisture coming up though. Because it's live, I mean, literally just cut the stuff off a live tree. Just don't have a good enough bed of coals to really get up. I mean, it's kind of growing up as it dries out the stuff that is above the flames, but not crazy. Alright, I'm going to go finish that opening. See where this is at when we get back. Dictate our future from there. Got enough filming of the going in circles and circles. Not circles, but getting out there. I'll probably not film that one. Won't film this trip out there. But then again, alright, it's sharing everything we go. All the junk ash is over here. Coffee is still warm in that Yeti. It might have a shot. See what happens. I'll be surprised. I got back out to the break. And I just hit my limit. It's cold. It's 4. It was a good 5-hour day. It's a good 5-hour day. Let's get everything. It's time to get everything packed up and put away. Only thing that would change it is if all of a sudden we get back out there and that fire is ripping. Which I don't suspect it's going to be, so let's get turned around and get back out there. Got all day tomorrow yet. I am going to take the day off. I can keep chipping away at this. Might even try to get that fire going again. Not have my dad do it on Saturday. Not bad that we're in 2-wheel drive right now and we just rip through that like nothing. Now in the back of my mind, I'm like praying that that fire is It's crazy how quickly the mental fortitude can just give in. Bad enough. good day. It's a good day. It's a good day. Damn good day. See a little bit of smoke, but nothing crazy. Yeah, she's not gonna catch. Like I said, I'm not too bummed about that right now at this very moment. This trailer unhooked and taken care of. Oh. Let's see if I can. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh man, it is just flipping. Bone-chillingly cold right now. Bone-chilling. Why does that seem so much different on the spot? Like I never hit that before. I'm doing the trailer. Get the yep, it just like totally took me over. I don't know how to describe it. Like I can't get over this shit just so fast. Like so fast. Get that in there. Get the tractor in, get it shut up, and be on the way. There we go. Oh, hot dang. Hot dang. I mean, within a matter of minutes, it's like, I cannot describe how the cold took over. Like, holy crap. Leave the tripod in there, but take the camera or the chainsaw out. Yeah, like just, it was like it was, and it's just within seconds, gone. You can hear the cold, like the door creaking, the moisture on the Windshield turned to ice in like 5 seconds. But yeah. So before we bag it too much, let's go look at this fire one more time. Because I'm probably going to head to my father-in-law's after I warm up, shower, get ready. If my wife hasn't left yet, she'll have to wait for me. What do we got? There's a little bit going down in there, but nothing crazy. Whew. Still, very productive day. Not bummed at all. Got tomorrow yet. Wake up nice and early. And just start ripping on that again. Probably wear my other gloves. Maybe get a hand warmer packet. I think it's supposed to be just as cold tomorrow. So that'll be that. Do need the other camera out of here. Got the other microphone in my hand. And coffee. Yeah, guys, I'm like shivering. That's how cold. Whew. Shivering. That was one of the first days in a while. I filmed nearly everything. He didn't skip much. So I'm curious to see how long this actually ends up being. It's probably going to be a pretty long one. But, as always, thank you for following along. If you made it to the end of the video, if you watched this long and you still haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Leave a comment. Where are you watching from? What's the weather like by you on January 1st? What is your New Year's resolutions? Put some comments below. Let's interact, okay? I know a lot of you, you're making it this far, so put a comment below. And oh no, I just looked up at my favorite tree. Look at those spots, those black spots. Hopefully that's not a bug or some sort. But yeah, put a comment below. What's your New Year's resolution? What's the weather like where are you watching from? What do you want to see more of? How you like the minimally edited style? All that kind of stuff. But once again, I thank you. So yeah, until the next one, which will be tomorrow, at least as of filming, I'll see you on the other side. Cha.